Hi guys, my name's Annika. My research question is, how do views of mental illness in charismatic Christian churches affect the attitudes churchgoers have on therapy? This is up to change, and I'm going to discuss that in a minute. My article that I read is called Demon or Disorder, a survey of attitudes toward mental illness in the Christian church, and it's by Matthew S. Stanford, and basically he conducted a study in a mental health discussion group where he asked a series of questions that dealt with people's interactions with the church when they're seeking counsel for their mental illness. And one of the questions which I found interesting was, as a result of the church's involvement, the problem seemed 39.9% said unchanged, 34.1% said better, and 25.9% said worse, which these stats are all really interestingly close together, which we find like the ultimate result of this study. This is a quote from the study. It says, "These negative interactions appear to be resulting in individuals limiting their involvement in the church or abandoning the faith altogether, thus removing a potentially vital support system in their ongoing recovery." I found this is just interesting because, one, like how the church is just a big support system of people recovering from mental illness, which it honestly can also be like a hindrance. So, yeah, that was the article that I did my summary on. So building off my research question, if I had the chance, I know that it's really not super feasible in terms of like college and being online. It'd be difficult because even in this study, like it was mostly convenience sampling because you just went on like and had participants from like an online discussion group, which isn't the most random sampling. And I know like with just members of charismatic churches, like I haven't figured out how that's gonna work, like how we'd find, first of all, the churches to sample from, and then second of all, who's gonna participate. And like there could be like demand effects, like people might want to say certain things to like make their denomination look better or whatnot. But I think it can be made more feasible if we were to narrow it down to college students and just like how do views of mental illness in Christian churches affect the attitudes that college students have on therapy. And I think we could definitely narrow this down to Point Loma if we wanted to. And I think it's just an interesting concept because I think the church definitely does have a big role in how, especially people who have been raised in church or just Christians in general, their views on mental illness are definitely affected by the church. So that is my idea.